figured a workaround, right?
I think we have. Yeah. Did you see the rescued video from last week?
I did. Well done, sir. Well done.
It's always there, secretly waiting for us.
Well done. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another finely crafted show. My name is Kelly Wright.
And I'm James Ernest, and we're here all week creating great entertainment for posterity that will live forever.
In infamy, as one may have said in the past, I believe. In infamy. How are you, my friend? Good?
I'm doing all right. Messing with my gear. You sound awfully quiet today, and I don't know why.
I do. Let me get closer
I don't
to the
know.
microphone.
I don't know. I haven't done anything else with these headphones yet, so I have no idea.
Oh, okay. Well, I haven't changed any levels at all.
No, it's me. It's always me. It's all. I'm on a different set of gear every damn week.
James, I'm trying to help here, and you just won't let me in. Let me in to help you.
Well, the door's open. It's just that I'm, 1,000 miles away.
Right. So you're still in sunny, fabulous Las Vegas.
I have just arrived here yesterday after a short trip to San Francisco, where I visited GobbleCon, the first gaming convention in 18 months, and saw real live people and played games with my fingers, and it was delightful.
Did you have a grand time?
I had a grand time. I even had the hotel Thanksgiving dinner. I flew on Thanksgiving Day because it was cheaper, and so I checked in the hotel and I was like, will the restaurant even be open? And they said, yes, for $25, we'll give you all the fixins.
Oh,
Sweet.
Okay. So you yourself at a table, or were you with friends, or was it just...
No, there wasn't anybody there on Thursday. Just me. Well, I mean, everyone got there Friday morning, right? So...
No, I'm just picturing a big restaurant, you just at a table, eating all the fixings.
Oh, it's better than that because they served it to me in a plastic bag, and I took it up to my room and just sat there gazing at the blank wall and eating my turkey. It was a heavenly experience. What can I say? I had no weird uncle to tell me about Fox News. Well, Kelly, it's time for our opening segment, Conversation Starters, sponsored this week by Impossible Style. Tonight's Conversation Starter comes from a list of first date questions from Parade Magazine. Kelly, do you believe men and women can just be friends?
I do.
Is that the worst first date question in the world?
The worst.
Hey, I think it's going great, Kelly, and I just want to get it kind of out of the way before we go too much farther. Do you think it's possible, and I don't mean us necessarily, I don't know you, but that a person of your sort of gender and mine could just keep it on kind of a friend basis going forward?
Check, please. Check. My phone's buzzing. I have to go. It's been lovely. Good luck with that. I have friends who are men, so I believe they can.
I think that's the stupidest question ever asked. I mean,
it is.
To systematically divide people into two very specific buckets and then pretend they can't get along is annoying as hell.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It is annoying as hell. I agree with that. James, do you ever wonder where your FedEx packages go when they just don't show up? Like, where do they go to die?
The internet seems to think they go to someplace in Kentucky, and I had a delivery last week that said it had arrived yesterday, but was still in Kentucky.
Oh, interesting. No, there is a FedEx driver. He dumped packages into an Alabama ravine at least 6 times. So maybe your package is there. It still says Kentucky, but it's now rotting in a ravine in Alabama.
That'd be a really unfortunate status update when that package has been marked for delivery, package is out for delivery, package is in a ravine.
In a ravine. And because it's in a ravine and not an island, it would be the worst remake of Castaway because the person could just get up and walk away.
But he chooses not to. That's the thing. He's a COVID castaway. He doesn't want to talk to people anymore. Yeah. He doesn't have a mask. He's just going to lie there in the ravine talking to a volleyball until the whole thing blows over.
Well said.
Spalding.
Dude, you could just walk out, dude. You could just walk out. Interesting. I found the news thing today that CNN suspends Chris Cuomo indefinitely as they do their recon and their due diligence of how much did he support his brother during the whole sexual harassment stuff.
I don't know. See, I watched, well, I didn't watch it exhaustively, but I saw random snippets of Quis Cuomo interviewing his brother, and I mean, the man's walking a fine line, right?
Oh
And
yeah.
I don't think
Oh
he
yeah.
was doing. I don't think he was like, "Hey, let's have my brother on again." I feel like he was clearly biased and no more so than one would expect. Like, how is that a
Right.
problem?
Well, I mean, it's a problem because it is a breach of trust and it's a breach of CNN policy in regards to that.
Is he supposed to bring the guy
Basic.
on and say, "Now it's time to talk to my idiot brother,
No,
the mayor
no.
of New York"?
Nope. The new documents have showed up pending further evaluation. Chris Cuomo is suspended. New documents revealed the cozy and improper nature of his relationship with aides to his brother, former New York Governor Andrew Cuomo. And Chris Cuomo is declining to comment. So, new documents released show that the journalist was more intimately involved than previously known in shaping his brother's defense because Chris
You know,
Cuomo
I
has
have been
always
struggling
spoken.
my whole
So,
life to get into more cozy and intimate relationships. More power to him.
well, he got that. But however, CNN's like, you're benched. See that parking lot? Stand in it. You're out of the game. So Chris Cuomo is off the air, and Anderson Cooper, the silver fox of
It's just
CNN, will
taking
be
over
stepping in.
more responsibilities. You give more work to
It's
the guys who
they're
get things done.
they're just going to call it ACC, Anderson Cooper's Cooper.
Anderson Cooper
Cooper's.
Cuomo, the Cuomo Hour. Hey, it's time for the Cuomo Hour with Anderson Cooper. Hello, everyone. I'm back.
Hello,
I
everyone.
was just here an
Hello.
hour ago, and now I'm back because I guess no one else works here.
No one else works here. Um, let's see. Apparently, Fresno's going through a meth hell, and there's no antidote. It's Fresno. It happens.
You
Meth.
would be surprised, maybe you wouldn't be surprised at how many small southwestern towns self-identify as the meth capital of the United States. Like nearly half of them. They can't all be the capital, right?
No, they can't all be the capital, but many of them do have creepy things that go on in the woods in common. You don't want to go on in the woods if that area is calling itself the meth capital. You don't. Once it's dark, you stay inside. You stay
You know,
inside.
there is a certain truth to the fact, to the statement that foreign powers are afraid to invade the United States because we all have guns and because we all have creepy meth labs in the forest.
We do. We have creepy meth labs in the forest. Let's see. Speaking of creepy meth labs, do you know what the world's most expensive cities to live in for 2021?
I'm going to guess Honolulu and Seattle because that's where I keep trying to live.
No, they are not even on the list. I'm looking at the top 19. Top 19.
Wait, I know.
19.
It's that space platform where Matt Damon is trying to get to, right? Uh,
Elysium? What
Evangelon
is
or
it? Elijah V?
Elijah, something like that.
Elijah?
Yeah, the International Space Station is the most expensive city to live in. Well, they have magic refractory healing lasers, and the rest of us
Well,
have
of
to live
course.
on dirt.
Super pricey. So number one is Tel Aviv, Israel. That's the most expensive city to live in. So Tel Aviv, tied for
They're not.
two.
They're counting the human cost as well. I see.
I'm sure. Tied for number two, Paris and Singapore. Then comes Zurich at number five, Hong Kong. Number six, New York City. Number seven, Geneva. Number eight, Copenhagen. Number nine, Los Angeles. 10 is Osaka. 11 is Oslo. 12, Seoul. Then there's Tokyo. The Vienna and Sydney tie for 14. Melbourne, Australia is 16. Tied for 17 is Helsinki and London. Tied for 19 is Dublin, Frankfurt, and Shanghai.
So that's really 21 cities.
21 cities, yes.
Well, with certain exceptions, those all sounded like really nice places to live. I suppose I'd be happy to pay a premium to be in any of those places. I wonder if we have any listeners in those 21 most expensive cities. Send us a note.
Send us a note. We do have global listeners. We are the International Here All Week podcast. So
We
thank you
we
for
we have
Willkommen.
sightings overseas.
Willkommen, bienvenue, welcome. So on this list, how many of those cities have you visited? I know you're a traveler.
6.
Is that just a number you pulled out, or you just are really good at
I'm
math?
really good at guessing. I haven't. I mean, I've been to Copenhagen in the airport. That doesn't really count. I was there for 22 hours, but it probably still doesn't count.
Well, okay.
I've
No, I've
certainly
done New
been to
York,
New York.
Paris. I've been to Paris,
Yeah, I have not been to
Los
Paris. I've
Angeles,
thought about it a lot.
Los Angeles. Have you ever been to Frankfurt? Or didn't you go for
No, not Frankfurt. I mean,
Essenspiel
Germany's
or?
all the same place, right? So I've been to Germany. I've been to Hamburg and Essen. So, that's basically
Okay.
Frankfurt.
All right. Got it. Essen, isn't that the game conference? So,
Yes,
or is that okay?
Spiele
Essen's
Essen, at the
Spiele
big
Essen,
Messe, the three Gen Cons poured into the same giant warehouse.
and it usually happens right around Oktoberfest. So there's that double whammy right there, from what
No,
I
it usually
understand.
happens in October.
Okay, but isn't that
Oktoberfest is in
Oktoberfest is in
September, Kelly.
September? So if you
Yes.
go earlier, then you're there.
Yes, I suppose that's true.
But there's still the drunk dirndl wearers running around and lederhosen wearers. So I mean,
You
come on,
can't
there's
save
still.
yourself from this, Kelly.
I can't. It's September. I can't. I'm trying. I'm winging it here. I'm doing the Buffalo Shuffle as I exit stage left.
Pursued by a bear and everything I've done wrong.
So since we were talking about game conferences, tell me about GobbleCon. How did you do? How
Well,
was it?
there is a massive convention in San Francisco in the spring called KublaCon, and their staffers put together a little, relief con. I think they had 175 total tickets sold this year. It's a really small thing, and but it's 6 months apart and in the same hotel and a lot of the same staff, and it's essentially a time for them to get together and play games because when they're running the big show, that's the one thing they can't do. So I have gone down there several years running. They missed last year, of course, but the many years prior, it's just a good time, and a lot of my friends, including a lot of people from Seattle, find themselves down there. I played a bunch of new games. I played a bunch of my games. I handed out a bunch of cards and reminded people that I exist, and that's something I've had real trouble doing since selling cheap ass games on all those mailing lists and then stopping going to in any public place. It's kind of like
Right.
nobody knows I'm doing. I'm showing a game to a friend of mine who's a publisher, and he's like, I'm wondering if this would work with one of our IPs, and I'm like, well, this isn't really a pitch, but okay, let's talk about that. He says, oh, but wait, you've published it through Crab Fragment, right? And I said, yeah. That's about as likely to ruin your sales as me standing and shouting about it at the bus stop. Like nobody knows about it. It's not like it's really been published, man.
So I know before you left, we were talking about the energy burn of getting back into the habit of sitting at tables and talking and conversing. Did you did you have any side effects from
On
that?
the first day, my voice was shot, and I went to the drugstore and got a packet of throat
Cigarettes.
lozenges. But then I didn't need them. Like I guess I kind of shook it off and got back in shape. So no, mostly. I mean, I was certainly beat at the end of every day, and I always wonder: am I getting old? Am I out of shape? Is it both? Or did I always get like this, and I'm just imagining all these things? I think it's a little bit of all those, but no, I didn't like have to crash in the middle of the day or go to bed
Oh,
early. We
good,
stayed up late playing games and got up early to do more. So it was quite
good,
a good time, and I
good, good,
I
good.
don't know when I'm gonna get a chance to do it again. This damn Omicron variant is coming in now, and everybody's shutting their
Yep,
doors again.
I know. As far as what the reports are saying that it is in the U.S., they're trying to track it down to not worry about it, not to be concerned about it, but to be aware of it.
Yeah, don't panic.
So
Japan just shut its doors, of course, but
yeah,
don't worry.
yeah, don't worry about it. It's good. No, it's not good. So and there's arguments of does the vaccine work for it? Does it even provide any protection? So it's still a bubbling stew of differing opinions and societal unrest around this Omicron. So
Well,
I
if you
need to
make a
read
bunch
more.
of copies of a virus, you're going to get variations.
Yeah, I need to read more into it. I haven't really dove in, doved, not doved
Divin.
into it. I've not divin into it.
Well, Kelly, if you check your email, you'll find that just 10 minutes ago I sent you the script for this afternoon's fake ad. So let's
Thank
take a
you.
look at
I
that.
was going to ask you, do we have a sponsor break tonight? Do we?
We have, and I was just too busy editing it to get around to send it to you.
Well, fantastic. Let's then take a break. Me, 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 me. This episode of Here All Week is brought to you by Impossible Style for the rest of us.
Hey, customer, do you want to look cool?
I sure do.
Then check out Impossible Style.
Look at that hard-bodied surfer wearing an elephant mask and weird hand-woven basket slacks, posing next to an active volcano.
That's right. The plain white t-shirt is just $85 from Impossible Style.
Okay, great. But what about the rest?
Do you want to look sexy?
I do.
As sexy as this exotic model gazing into the Costa Rica, no.
Burp, burp.
As sexy as this exotic model gazing into the Costa Blanca sunset from a ruined parapet, wearing a burgundy leather trench coat and classic 60s sunglasses?
Yes! Where can I get that?
We think the coat and glasses belong to the model, but Impossible Style will send you those poly cotton knee socks for $56.
The socks?
Yes, seamless toe, honeycomb support system. God damn, I put a bunch of big words in this.
Very chewy words.
Yes, seamless toe, honeycomb support system, cushioned footbed. Comes in 3 colors and 3 fashion lengths, ankle, knee, and new Moroccan half ankle.
Okay, but I have socks. I want the trench coat. Oh, and those boots.
At Impossible Style, we know you crave originality. That's why we select the most original models and locations to inspire you.
But what?
Our models are exceptional people. The rest of us can only imagine what they have.
Okay, but... Oh, hey, this one's cool. A pearl diver on a tiny wharf in Port-au-Prince with sexy work boots, Mad Max shoulder pads, and leather hoop earrings.
I know, right? And you can have that same cotton sweatband for $50.
Oh my God, I didn't even see that.
Great sweatband, comes in wrist and head sizes, premium cotton blend, super soft, absorbent, and comfortable, and get free shipping on orders over $75.
No thanks. Look, I have sweatbands, and they weren't $50.
You can also buy that belt for $250. Genuine dry-aged Nicaraguan faux cowhide with a nickel-plated buckle and Italian-style double top stitching. That'll get you to free shipping for sure.
But I want those shoulder pads.
Turn the page, customer. That sexy apocalypse armor is not for you.
Oh, here's someone standing by the Eiffel Tower. There's a cool hat, a fake fur bolero jacket, and amazing white bell-bottoms.
It's quite the ensemble, isn't it?
How much for the whole thing?
No idea, but you can have the stockings. They are classic French-style back-seam tights with a braided elastic waistband, $180 from Maria, France.
I can't even see the stockings in this photo. Are they white?
Not really. They come in ecru, off-white, polar bear, and weathered lighthouse.
Sounds like white to me. They might go great with those slacks.
We guess so, but so would the Eiffel Tower, and we don't sell that either.
I get it now. Shop the impossible with Impossible Style.
That's right, Impossible Style, the rest of the outfit for the rest of us. Find us if you can at Tony'sLegitimateHouseOfFashion.com.
They also do steaks. There's a lot of big words in that one, James.
I apologize for having... You know what I did? A lot of those big words, I hate to admit this, they're just cut and pasted from the internet. I'm looking for all of these damn, long-winded descriptions of completely uninteresting things.
Much like the J. Peterson catalog from Seinfeld days.
Peterman.
Peterman.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
That's right.
It's good with names. That's me.
No, I honestly, I've been paging through. So I have a Banana Republic credit card, right? And I've been paging through their website, trying to spend these credits they keep throwing me. Like every 6 months, I have like $15 to spend or something. And so I go and poke around over there, and I'm like, "Ooh, I like that." Oh no, they don't sell that. Never mind. The only thing in this picture they sell is the sweater. I don't want the sweater. I like everything else. They don't have that. And literally, that's what the Banana Republic catalog is like right now.
I have never looked at a Banana Republic catalog. Never.
Well,
hasn't been my style. But if you're getting credits, it's like, of course, let's use some free money, right?
Right.
But so they're wooing you in with these hip pictures of people doing hip and cool things.
There was a time when I would walk into Banana Republic and see what they had and try that on, and that made sense for the times.
Oh, of course, of course. That's what we did in the before times, right? We would go in and try things on, and then pick out what we wanted.
And and then of course there's pictures in the window of models being fantastic and in strange places wearing things they don't sell. And I guess that's kind of okay, but it's weirder in the online catalog. I mean, you've seen the Victoria's Secret mall stores too, with these models with these big feathery angel wings, and it's like, do you sell that? No.
No.
We don't. We have underwear. Okay, that's cool, I guess.
Yeah, no, they don't sell the wings, and I think they only made one of the diamond encrusted bras, so only one person could get that one. So that wasn't fair for retail. Uh, no, I have never. Now I'm curious about going online to look at Banana Republic. Normally, I spend my time on the online catalogs for Finger Hut.
we
I don't know if you're
we've started getting the sharper image print catalog. We're calling it Ground Mall. It's kind of like, you know,
Sky Mall, but now
Sky
it's
Mall, but for the rest of us. And it's got like a vibrator on every page, which is amazing. And then it's also just got, there's a little robot that says you can use it to communicate at a distance with family and friends. And I'm like, oh, that's such an upgrade. Maybe
that's
their Model One could only talk to family. And the little robot picture that they have is saying, "Mommy, will you make me a peanut butter sandwich?"
oh my god. What I always appreciated about Sky Mall, the catalog that was of the airplanes, was it was an odd mix of what's seemingly high tech items. You could have your noise canceling headphones. You could have your LED toilet light that lit up when you went at night so you didn't miss the seat or something. And then on the next page there would be like a nearly life-size statue of Sasquatch, or a fountain designed after an Italian statue in Venice or something. So it was
You
just
know,
an
at the
odd
checkout
mix.
at the grocery store, they have those racks of candy, the impulse buy. That's the common denominator in the Sky Mall catalog is the impulse buy. And now it doesn't have to be the size of an M&M's bag to like make it into the list. And so yeah,
Right.
everything in that catalog is like, ooh, like you're gonna use the free phone in the back of the airplane seat. Remember that? And you're
Oh
gonna
yeah.
call them up and you're gonna order this right now. And by the time you land, you're gonna forget about it. And then 6 to 8 months later, when it finally shows up, you'll be like, huh, now I have a giant rock for hiding my keys. I guess that's cool.
I guess that's cool. I guess I could put the Sasquatch over by the garden. I think that would look good. Oh, the other one too that's also ground mall is was can I say it right? Hammaker Schlemmer?
Yeah.
Hammaker Schlemmer. That's the other one too that has more toothbrushes, more personal items, more neck massagers and chair massagers, and
And
I
a
love where they show.
16-in-1 portable screwdriver set that fits in the
Oh,
palm of your
see,
hand and has 1,000
see,
times zoom and a built-in tripod, and
exactly. It's battery operated. You don't even have to turn your wrist. It's just zzz.
it's solar battery operated. So if you need to fix your glasses in the wilderness, you just leave it outside for like 6 hours, and then you can.
Exactly.
Zzz.
Exactly. And they're all like you said with the vibrators on every page. It's also relieve those sore muscles, and they see him using it on your shoulder. You're like,
Yeah, that
no,
that
no,
shoulder's
that's not
gonna have a
happening.
heck of a night.
Did the shoulder consent first? Yes. Great shoulder.
It's
You have a
my
great time.
shoulder. I can do what I want to it. You've read, the head and the foot and all that. You know how it goes. Shoulder's
I know
mine.
how it goes. Of course, shoulder's mine.
Well, Kelly, with the new Omicron variant of COVID-19 threatening to shut down 2022, today's trivia contest revolves around types of things. So if, for example, I say boxer, dachshund, terrier, you would answer types of
Dogs.
dog. That's
Yeah,
right. Here are 10 quick
dogs.
questions that were far too easy to research thanks to the internet. The format of these questions is different from usual. I will start reading the clues and you can chime in whenever you think you have the answer. Are you ready to begin, Kelly?
All right, hang on, centering.
Center, find your center.
Okay, I'm ready.
Question one: sponge, pound, chiffon, butter.
Types of cake.
Types of cake is correct. Very good. If we got all the way down to baked flourless, I would have been impressed. Question two: Arabian, Shire, Black Forest, Frisian, Dutch warm blood,
Types of
Haflinger.
horses. Types of
Horses is
horses.
correct.
I was like Arabian knights. Types of knights.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to fool you at the beginning, obviously. You gotta, this is a group effort. Question three: Donegal, tunic, quarter zip, crew neck, raglan,
Types of sweaters.
sweaters.
Types of sweaters.
The last one on this list is boyfriend. That's my favorite. They actually list boyfriend as a kind of sweater.
Wow.
Do you know what a boyfriend sweater is?
Well, it's usually the college sweater. That's what I'm thinking of with the
It's
the Letterman
it's
sweater.
as far as I can tell, it's too big.
Oh, Oh, it's the big cozy sweater that's kind of
Right.
fraying,
Right.
and it
Right.
smells like his cologne and the pizza he ate last night, and how much she misses him.
I
Yeah,
saw a long list on the Facebooks today of text messages where someone who couldn't spell cologne had been auto corrected to colon.
colon. You
They're
smell.
yeah, just the
I love
smell
his
of his
colon.
colon after at the end of a
Colon.
long day.
It's like whatever turns your crank, baby.
Question 4. Brahma, Sussex, Jersey Giant, Volvork, Plymouth Rock, Leghorn, Japanese Bantam, Rhode Island Red.
Oh, roosters. Types of roosters.
Types of chickens, yes, types of
Okay.
chickens. Question 5. Micro, muscle, wagon, luxury, super.
Types of cars.
Types of cars. Very good.
Okay.
We get down to limousine and hatchback. Question 6. Arid, highland, Mediterranean, tundra, humid continental,
Types of
temperate.
prairies.
Types of climates.
Types of climates. My next thing was going to be types of biomes.
Types of biomes. It's close. Question 7. Church, door, hand, school, alarm, bicycle, cow, sleigh, jingle.
Things you find Christmas carols. Things you find in
Bells.
Christmas carols.
Bells.
Bells.
Types of bell.
Types of bells.
Types of bells.
Love-
types of bells.
love
You know,
your
you get your
bells.
doorbells, your hand bells, your
Get
school
bells,
bells.
your hand bells, your Santa
Yeah,
bells.
you're breaking my bells. Question 8.
Mrs. Claus loves Santa's bells.
Hey, she rings them once a year. What am I going to say?
Whether
Hey.
he wants it or not.
Question 8. Transport, piston, wide body, commuter, fighter,
Types of
turbo
car.
prop, jet.
No, types of airplane. Types of
Types
airplane.
of airplane. Question 9. Monk,
Monk.
derby, boat, wedge, Lita, Chelsea, clog, mule, slingback,
Type
loafer,
of sail? Type of, no,
sandal.
Type of shoe.
Types of shoes. Types of shoe. All right. Question 10. They get hard. They get hard at the end.
Yay.
Actually, they're harder at the beginning. Question 10. Cartwheel, trapper, bucket, baseball, cowboy, Panama, boater,
Types of hat.
cloche. Types of hat. Types of hat is correct. We got down to Hamburg, bowler, trilby, and sombrero. Yeah, Janice, if you got a favorite type of trivia question, send it along to us at Here All Week. Remember to visit our sponsor, Impossible Style, for all the variations of clothing you already have and the ones you can't buy. Thanks for playing with us today, and please visit our website for more information about how to help.
Thank you so much, Janice, for listening to us and not sending comments. So please send comments now. This is your call to action, Janice. I go into that website every day waiting for that comment, and it's just not there. It's just not.
Well,
We're
I
at the
found a new
78
remedy to our video problem last week.
You did?
Kelly. Actually, you found it, and I used it, and I'm very grateful for the pointer. But so for the time that we've been posting videos on YouTube, we have discovered that in many recordings, the high resolution video that our recording software is trying to capture does not get uploaded and gets lost instead. And so often my video, and once it happened to you when you were on the road,
Yep.
your video cuts out at the halfway mark or sometimes worse, and we wind up just using a still frame for the rest of the shot. Well, you found out that they also record what they call the cloud version, the low-res version, that'll do in a pinch. And so now we know where that's at. We will be able to replace our frozen faces with instead janky low-res moving faces that feel 1,000 times more like video.
You know what I really appreciate about the low res feature? It's like the soft focus feature that they use in soap operas. So my skin will be smooth and ageless and just kind of a behind a veil of Vaseline. So I appreciate that. I'm not going to be aging by any means.
And then she dropped out completely. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. You froze, and I just kept winging it. Kept going. I kept going. Did you drop out again? Well, folks, James is dropping out again. And
They can
this
hear
is
us
the
talking
kind of
about them.
problems-
The software people can hear us talking about them, and they know that they're going to, this is,
They know. They listen in. No, this is the type of problems that we have with this Squadcast feature. And sometimes it's internet. Sometimes it's greebles. Sometimes it's the forces of nature. I don't know what causes it, but it does happen. So, with that, thank you so much for joining us today. As always, be kind to yourself, be kind to your family, be kind to your friends, your neighbors, your community. We are all going through it. Thanks again so much for joining us. My name is Kelly Wright.
We're here always.
We're going to try and do that ending again. Are you there? And I'm James Ernest. I'm James Mason. I'm James Mason, and I'm here all week.